Team Secret's turn to ban.
No, you're not getting yourselves a kill, or maybe you're in a bit of trouble. Meanwhile, over mid, FN. Man, this is gonna... I'm gonna get so mixed up with these two abilities, Whirling Axes and Whirling Death. Thanks, guys. Meanwhile, up top, Fade Bolt's gonna come through. They get King R, and it will be First Blood going the way of YapzOr on this, just shutting down both the Doom and the Magnus, which could be trouble ultimately for Empire. I'm gonna have to rely on the backs of Troll and Razor, which, you know, isn't too hard to really see. Empire do. Troll is one of those heroes who just gives him a little bit of space, and all of a sudden he goes hard. Now they're going to get themselves the Frostbite as well as the Wraithfire Blast. He's stunned up for a little bit, and he's going to actually get that Shockwave as well as the Skewer. They turn it around, get themselves a kill on MP, and now MidasHim, he might be in a little bit of trouble. There's the Frostbite, mid one comes in, and there's the Fade Bolt as well as the last hit coming out. The farm doesn't quite matter. Take a look over mid. Mid one is level 6, so does have that Chakram available to him, and the Whirling Axes as well as the Whirling Death. FM might be in a little bit of trouble. There's the Telekinesis as well as the Timber Chain. Not going to be really needing that Timber Chain hitting, as they do get the kill with the Fade Bolt as well as the Frostbite. We take a look over at King R. He's going to get chased out by mid one. Look again, MidasHim up top. Have Infernal Blade as well as the War Stomp, so they have enough to lock him down, but it really depends on if Ghostic can do anything. Meanwhile, the Frostbite comes out as well as the Wraithfire Blast. Ghostic is going to be a little bit of trouble. The Nova as well as the War Stomp. Now looking to get this kill on MP, but now a Wraithfire Blast comes out on MidasHim, so still alive is MP, just trying to run away. Skewer on the money. And King R will get himself a kill, a second one on MP. There's the Frostbite Thunderstrike coming out on Puppey. They're still trying to chase him out. Ghostic, not enough for Shockwave or Skewer, but now trying to turn it around. He's going to be mid one. He gets Whirling Death as well as the Chakram kill on King R. The War Stomp will stop him for just a moment. But let's see Kenny go in with the Timber Chain for Whirling Death. So it looks as though MidasHim is going to live for the time being. Nobody coming over mid just yet, but in comes a wild Rubik. YapzOr is here, and the Whirling towards FN is going to use those. Now they glimpse back this Rubik. YapzOr is going to get the Telekinesis out on King R. That's going to stun both King R as well as FN, but they already get the kill on YapzOr, trying to run away as mid one, and he will be able to Timber Chain to the high ground. He actually goes towards his Arcane Ring. He's going to grab it, but he might have put himself in a little bit of trouble. There's the Chakram as well as the Whirling Death and the Timber Chain, and FN...
Sends me home.
And now they're looking to turn it around. They've got the kinetic field up, and now King R just going to continue to run, but mid one, he wants that Disruptor. He continues to dive in deep, but there's the Chakram. Timber Chain comes through. He's going to be repelled up, so he's not going to be glimpsed on back, and he's continuing forward. There's the Timber Chain again. The Chakram flies through. The Chakram gets the kill. Towers as well as trading the glyphs. What happens, there's the TP in by YapzOr, there's Kinetic Field as well as the Thunder Strike, and they're gonna end up using the RP. So now they might be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes mid one, he gets one, there's the Static Storm, and he's gonna be glimpsed all the way back. Ghostic might be in a little bit of trouble. He just TPs out, but he's sent back, and he's been sent back into a good position. Chappie, he's gonna be killed off. MP and Kez are gonna continue to run down MidasHim, and he's gonna try and run himself out, but MP, he's ready with that Wraithfire Blast. If he had just gotten vision of MidasHim, he would have been in a lot of trouble. So mid one, he makes the TP over, gets the kill on onto Chappie, or actually onto FN, excuse me, and then comes back and and that's really what they want to do. They want to shut down these heroes that have the opportunity to farm, have the opportunity to bring themselves back into the game with team power as well as what they have in terms of Empire. There's the Static Storm as well as Kinetic Field. Might be in a little bit of trouble. It is Kezu on this Omni Knight, but he gets the Purification off, and now FN's going to be the one who drops. So now, after all that, FN tries to get the kill on Kezu, but where they are on the map, and coming over is Chappie and MidasHim. They look towards possibly getting themselves a kill on Puppey, but it's as though he's just going to run away. He actually goes into the trees, and now coming over is going to be the rest of Secret. MP's here with the Wraithfire Blast. He's going to get himself a couple of cuts out on Chappie. Chappie's going to get very low. YapzOr is going to be here. He doesn't have Fade Bolt, but he is going to end up stealing himself that Static Link. Now he continues to lead himself up with the Doom, stealing more and more and more damage. Meanwhile, mid one goes down off camera. Just kind of hoping they find someone out on Secret, and actually it was mid one over bottom. To go look over mid, Fire Blast comes down on King R. He might be in a little bit of trouble. There's the Static Link used by Yapzor. They're going to look to get themselves one in King R, and now they continue to come over. There's the freezing field. The RP is going to be used. Ghostic's going to try and find something, but the freezing field, they get 1, 2, then 3, and Empire, they're going to look to lose a 4th, as it's a double kill for the Rubik God. For the line, we take a look over at the Magnus Blink Arcane Boots and looking for what seems to be a bit of a recovery. Midas and Miposhka, he's here going for that medallion. Not much else afterwards. Actually going to take out Yapzor as well as Mid-1. Now there's the Frostbite and the Freezing Field. Puppy gets a kill on Chappie. Just Razor who got those 2 kills? Would you look at that? Meanwhile, Ghostic's going to be spotted out. There is the nice Timber Chain. Rolling death.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Be at peace, you wretched.
Now the Fat Lady sings, and the Ancient falls, but at this point in the game, it really is looking all secret right now. We take a look over, we'll be able to scoop you out. Meanwhile, over towards MP, they're looking to get FN. FN's going to be able to get himself out with the Manta style, but not entirely, as the freezing field is there. Ghostic trying to leave. There's the Wraithfire Blast. The Chakram Puppy gets the kill. It's a double kill. So as much as these towers look like Protoss towers, you cannot rebuild anymore. And here Yapzor comes in with a repel. He's going to get the telekinesis off as well as the stolen skewer. Chappie's going to be pulled back into Secret's side. There's the Static Storm laid down on a couple on Secret, but that is nowhere near enough to save the life of Chappie and Secret. They've invaded the base of Empire. They're going to continue to roll on King R. He's going to have to back all the way back up to the well. And now it looks as though Secret, they're going to be going for this tier 3 at just 24 minutes in. So Mid-1, he knows really nothing can stop him, and they need to watch out really for Yapzor. He's the one doing the most damage on the Empire. Yeah, that stolen skewer, that got Chappie into a bad spot. There's the Wraithfire Blast down on Miposhka. FN is ready here with Chappie, and just continue to throw out those chakrams. He's going to be Mid-1. The Static Link comes out on MP, 8491, quite a bit, and there's the Wraithfire Blast, hit up by the Chakram as well as the Whirling Death and the Timber Chain. Chappie might be in a little bit of trouble as he's just fought back. Here comes the Kinetic Field, but it's not going to hit, and now they're going to continue to move on forward. The Plasma Field is out from Yapzor. They get a Wraithfire Blast again. There's the Chakram, and he's dead for 78 seconds with no buyback because he already bought back. So they're without their Razor for over a minute, and there's the Glimpse back as well as the Doom out on Mid-1, but he's too strong. They can't take him out. Running away is King R. FN's finally going to find the moment to try and take out Mid-1, but again, he's still got the Aegis.
Dire structures are fortified.
So they're going to lose that tier 3. There's the telekinesis. Freezing Field comes down to lose Miposhka. Mid-1 still alive. What can you do on Empire? As this Timbersaw is just running through the entire base of Empire, there's nothing they can do. They're going to continue to try and go in with those whirling axes. Mid-1's still alive. They're going to take out King R as they took Ghostic off camera. But Poshkin's going to be run down. There's the telekinesis Fade Bolt. Yapzor with another one, and GG is called by Empire. 30-8 as Secret lay the smackdown on them, and they win.